I get to have these conversations every single day around student passion and student dreams. I don't help students do any other thing. I don't help kids get to college. I don't help kids with academics. I literally get to sit and talk about their dreams and their passions and their ambitions every single day, and then we get to create a plan, a path on how to get there, right? And so one thing I've learned in the 4 years that I've been doing this work is that a lot of times we can get very caught up with what the end goals are. And what I've truly learned is, in order for you to reach a dream, in order for you to get to a passion, to get something that you want in your life, you have to have skills in order to get there. And so I'm so concentrated more than ever in my life on trying to help students build skills. That means mindsets and skill sets in order to go after their dreams. Because once you know that you can do things because you know how to do them, and once you believe in your mind that you can, you're unstoppable. Here's what I believe. Really big into human connection. And I think when we're talking about leadership, essentially we're talking about life. And I truly believe that leadership and life come hand in hand. You can't separate them. They're literally the same thing. And I think a lot of times when we walk into schools, and even parents, when you walk into your jobs, you gotta like turn life off sometimes and turn on work life, right? But the reality is that those things impact each other. So if something's going on in your life, you have to turn it off, but really it's gonna show up at work. Something's going on at work, you know that it's gonna show up in your personal life, because that's just how it is. And we've been always trying to separate the two, and what I know for a fact is that we can't. And so we have to be concentrated and connected to each other in a way that we make it okay to be a human being at work and away, and connect with each other on a level that says, I want to know you better, I want to know you deeper, I want to know you on a level that allows me to lift you up when you need to be lifted up, right? It's supported when you need to be supported. And if you're in a bad mood, or you're mad, or you're angry, you're pissed off, that's okay too, right? And she sees what you wear, and she sees how you show up. And she takes the time to recognize what her angle's gonna be so she can connect with you. And if we're talking about life and we're talking about leadership, that is your job. How can you connect with every single human being that you meet, particularly in a space like this, or at school, or at your job, so that you can have a connection with them so you can potentially lead them if you have to, right? And let me tell you what people are gonna care about. Who's about supporting my life, and who's about trying to be successful, and that's it. It's the only conversation people are trying to have. That's the only kind of people I want to be around. So what's your people philosophy gonna be? You're gonna be petty Betty? You're gonna be petty Betty? Right? Or are you gonna break down barriers and walls and be the person that brings everyone together? And that's what having a people philosophy is about. Use inclusive language. So here's what I mean. Group leadership right here. How many of you work in groups where you always feel like you're saying, well, I did this and they didn't do anything? Show of hands. Got it. You have to end that conversation right now. So what you need to do is, inclusive language is we, us, together, the team, the family, the crew, the group, the clique, the squad, anything that says we together instead of I, because truly, you're not operating as an I, you're operating as a team in almost everything that you do. So when you send an email out to your student government, when you send an email out to your team or your band, it should always say, hey family, hey squad, hey team, hey, we need to do this. Not I. Even when you're talking about you as an individual, you need to be saying we. Does that make sense? And that's the strategy, is stop saying I and always replace it with we. But when people feel like they're part of a team and you value their opinion and you include them in everything, right? And I think sometimes, especially as we get into the corporate world wants to separate people based on, well, my position is this is just need to know information that you actually don't need to know, and I'm just gonna keep that to myself. But what I truly believe is as you all get older and as we see the world evolve, we're gonna be walking into companies that are breaking down those barriers and those walls, because there's just a human element. There's a human element to like not giving people the proper information, what they need in order to do their job correctly. And here's what I need you to think about in your interactions with the people this weekend, the people that you go to school with, the people that you lead that are on your teams or a part of your band or a part of your choir, whatever it is that you do. I want you to think about the last time somebody said something to you and you made it mean something else. The last time somebody said something to you and you made it mean something else. If you've done that in the last 3 months, raise your hand. And here's what we do. Human beings, we are meaning-making machines. We can never take people at their word. We always have to add on what we think they mean by what they're saying. And what happens when you do that is that you make up stories in your head about why this person is mad, about why this person's upset, about why they don't like you. And that brings on more stress than if you were to just take them at their word and not worry about what the rest is. So here's what we're gonna do. I need everyone to stand up for me. And raise your hands real high. And I just want you to repeat after me. We pledge from this day forward to live life to the fullest, to treat people with respect, to take advantage of all of our opportunities, to make it our mission, to find our passion, keep it real, know our next steps in order to accomplish our goals and live our dreams.